Hey guys, wanted to go over a few things and talk about some stuff. Just what's going on. First, I'll start out with what's going on as far as what's happening and a few little predictions based on my feelings of watching everything that's happening. So, alright, Bitcoin, look at that, 1948.1. We will see $2,000 Bitcoin. I do not believe it's going to be today. So just so you know, I don't think it's going to be today. It's going up, but it's been going up just little percentages. We haven't seen big jumps. And my feelings on that is because the money that's coming into the crypto space is actually more than, about half or half of it is, or more than half is actually going into altcoins. And you can see the evidence of that right here with BTC dominance. I think what we're going to see now is we're going to see a new Bitcoin with countries accepting cryptocurrency. We're going to see a new Bitcoin that it's going to rise in value, but we're not going to see the big jumps that we're used to because people are awake as far as cryptocurrency, and when they look into it, yes, they do look at Bitcoin, they do buy Bitcoin, but they're saying, hey, look at this other stuff. So and so they're seeing, well, heck, what they're saying is, I see this stuff and I see NAM sitting here at 23 cents, and they go, wow, I remember someone saying Bitcoin used to be, worth only a couple dollars. So if Bitcoin's that much, then hey, these other ones are definitely going to be worth that. So even that may be a little bit ill-guided. That's what I believe is happening. We also see Ripple coming slow downward trend over the last about 2 days. I do believe this is going to continue, as I've been reading articles where they're saying a lot of Ripple's pump right now is based on the Japanese markets. They just got some Japanese banks. Cryptocurrency is massive in exception in Japan, and how the Japanese people are just throwing their money into it and doing little to no research into it. They just go, oh yeah, hey, I seen something in the news on Ripple that it just teamed up with a Japanese bank, so they're putting a lot of money in that and seeing that, and then after they do a little bit of studying, they're going, maybe this isn't quite for me. And I think they're looking at other stuff too, and putting their money back in Bitcoin. So that's my prediction, is Ripple is not going to be able to hold the number 2 slot. Ethereum will be taking over the number 2 slot. We see it on a March. It's at 120, up 25% in the last 24 hours. I think within, what is today, the end of the month, we'll see over $200. I'm guessing about $250 Ethereum. So these are all based on my feelings of where I feel it will go. 250, I would say $200 to $250 on Ethereum. That's a psychological barrier that I've been hearing a lot from people that are, I guess you could say, Ethereum maximalists, and that's where they're talking it to where it'll be. So my prediction is we'll hit 250 or close to it, and then we're going to see a pullback. So I would say about $200 to $250 range here pretty soon. NEM keeps on marching up. NEM has a huge Asia market that's increasing, and so I expect NEM to continue its rise up. So we will see how that works out on it. I would expect the this price to increase, but as far as how high it will go, I'm not going to make a prediction on that. Litecoin. Okay, I'll make a prediction on Litecoin. Guys, I've been reading about the roadmap for Litecoin. There is a roadmap. I'll have to do a video on that separately because this is not going to be a heavy analysis into one coin. But my prediction for Litecoin is we're going to see over $100 on Litecoin. My prediction on that is around the end of the year, I believe. It all depends on the roadmap, on how well they can stay on track with the roadmap. But there is some really killer stuff coming out on Litecoin. And when you look further out on the roadmap, this is all due to SegWit. You look further out on the roadmap, there is some incredible stuff out there. So we will see $1,000 Litecoin. I don't know how long it's going to take. We'll see it. You can get in at $27. So, guys, I said it. $1,000 Litecoin, it's coming. Trust me on this. It may take a couple years. We are going to see it. Based on what I'm seeing on the roadmap, they bring this stuff to market. It's going to happen. There is some incredible stuff. Dash seems to be, right there. Just it seems, it's the yo-yo coin, I guess I call it. I'm not a fan. It just keeps on going. It gets up there around 100, goes back down to 60, goes to 100, goes back down to 60. It seems to be going down on capitalization. But it is still holding in the top 10. So it is proving some strength there. And we'll see what happens to in the future of Dash. So Ethereum Classic, guys, if you don't, you better get on this. You better get on this. Okay, Ethereum Classic has always been 10% of whatever Ethereum is, and it's way undervalued right now. That's just historically where it's been. But let me tell you this, Ethereum Classic, in my eyes, could be worth more than Ethereum. They're planning on making a limited supply of it. And everything that Ethereum can do, Ethereum Classic can do too. If a developer gets pissed at Ethereum, or for one reason or another, I've said this about all the forks, if they start forking all the time again, or their switch to proof of stake goes south on them, developers can easily switch their code over to Ethereum Classic. You could see this right here be worth, like I said, more than Ethereum. So, Stellar Lumens, if you like Ripple and you're investing in Ripple, you should be in this. I'm not in it, but you should be in it. Stellar Lumens is basically the same thing as Ripple, and you can get in cheap right now. Monero, I'm seeing some stuff that could possibly bring Monero up in the future. So I'm not thinking a huge gain, but I do believe that we're going to see Monero in the not too far out future in the $60 range. Bitcoin has had a huge increase. I remember when it's down there around 100. So all you guys that are holding it, pretty awesome. I'm not going to go through all of everything here, but Steam, guys, let me tell you, don't buy Steam at all. I know it's going up, looks like an incredible investment. It's kind of been a yo-yo coin. If you want to get Steam, go over and post on the Steam website. It's pretty, and hopefully you don't get slammed by the whales. I know that I cannot post anything. Thomas has said that he has not, or Thomas G has said that he can't post anything because the whales slam him. to be honest, Steam is not really decentralized. It's crony capitalism over on Steam.com. But if you want to get in on Steam, don't buy Steam. Go make it on their website. Anyway, I'm going to go down here to Dogecoin. It's on its march up. Guys, I really think that with the acceptance of cryptocurrency as a currency around the world, you're going to see certain coins are really going to shine, and I think Doge is going to be one of them. I have 1 million. I love Doge, and also all of my Genesis mining payouts from now on, or not payouts, but I mean upgrades, will be on Dogecoin. I will use exclusively Dogecoin. So more of that coming up. So another one of my favorites, Zcash, up 10%, came down in the market cap, but it's going up in value. So I've talked about this before, how a coin can go down in the cap but up in value. So Zcash right there, I'm mining it. I am going to be adding more miners and mine more of it. It is a coin that I do believe in. It has incredible technology. It is definitely a hold long term, and guys, I hold coins long term only. I do not speculate short term. I do my research on the coin, I look at the technology and everything, and I hold long term. A lot of people are short term holders or traders on the markets. I don't really I play a little bit with it, but that's just for a little fun. I don't use hardly anything to do that, and I am a long-term holder. When you listen to me and I talk about stuff, I am looking at long-term. So another one, pvwHX. Man, you know what? pvwHX, it seems to be trying to gain some momentum. It keeps on bouncing around the $1 to $1.50 range. It keeps on going up and down right in there. It seems like it wants to make a run. It just can't get any traction right now. But pvwHX, I still feel is an incredible currency to hold. You ain't got no pvwHX. I would recommend it. For me, it's a long term. When I hold a coin, when they go up and down like a yo-yo, it doesn't bother me. It's to be expected. So at $1, it does not bother me. I'm still holding every single bit of pvwHX that I've ever bought. Matter of fact, I really want to buy some more right now, but I can't. So I wish I could. If I could buy 1,000 pvwHX right now, I would be buying 1,000 pvwHX, but I can't without compromising myself on another coin. So for right now, I'll just hold off. But I am going to be buying more pvwHX in the future. Come down here, and I just wanted to also, I've been talking about Pepe Cash for a while, guys. And I don't know if anyone ever listened to me. It is a joke coin, but this coin just does not go away. If you would have listened to me when I first talked about Pepe Cash about a month ago, you would have had 4 times your investment. So I like Pepe Cash. I do believe that just for a fun coin, it is for holding. I would not put a ton of money in it, but hey, throw $100 in Pepe Cash. It's a penny, and who knows? If you lose $100, I've been to Vegas and gambled $100 in 5 minutes, so who cares? You know what I mean? So it's a fun little coin to maybe do something like that. So that's just my thoughts on what's happening right now, and what my feelings are of how things are going to turn out in the future. So on the cryptocurrency market capitalizations. Now I want to go to something that Crothers put out this video dealing with people outside of crypto, and it's really a great video. You know, he's just talking about how he's talked to people dealing with crypto. I think, you know, one of the things that we really need to take in consideration is when we deal with people outside of crypto and we're trying to tell them how great it is, a lot of times I think we kind of talk down to people. I don't know if that's what he's doing. I'm not accusing him of anything. I think a lot of times we talk down to people like we know better than they do, or we I don't know, kind of laugh at their ignorance of it and stuff. And I think that's a bad thing overall for crypto. I think more of the approach that we all need to take when we talk to people outside of crypto is more of a standpoint of, this is a great opportunity and I want to invite you into it, instead of maybe telling people to get into it, or, you know, invite them into it. You know, is a great way, I think, of at least confronting people about it. And you're probably going to know a lot of people that it doesn't matter what you say, they're never gonna get into it because they see that, you know, in the mainstream media, ooh, you know, Bitcoin's bad because you got to pay ransomware with it, and that's how you buy drugs on the internet. And no, that's not what Bitcoin's about. But saying, you know, talking about that, I wanted to go through some of the channels. This isn't everybody, but I just wanted to go through some of the channels that I watch, and you guys really should definitely be subscribed to these people, because the things that they have to say are really good and really important. And everybody out there, you know, they have different points of view. It may not even align with what I have, and that's what makes it so awesome, you know. So if you haven't subscribed, you need to go over to John Crothers and you need to subscribe to him, because the guy he's really I remember when I was one of the first people to ever subscribe to him, and I remember when he first started, I go, man, you know, this guy could actually be something, you know. And he's really turned out to be a great YouTuber. So go check him out. Then Thomas Gutierrez, go check out his channel. You know, he has awesome information. You need to go check it out and see what he has to say. He does a coin market recap every single day. You know, and I don't subscribe to everything that he says. He loves Ripple. I don't. But that's why I value his opinion, because you know, what he says, it has value to me. So you should be checking it out too. And he listens to me. We're always bouncing stuff back and forth. It's worked really good for both of us. So, and we have the crypto talk together, so make sure you check that out. You guys ain't subscribed to TripJammer, you need to go over and check him out. TripJammer is awesome. He has great picks. He does a lot of stuff with coins, you know, that are really doing well. I mean, he's great show. You know, he's got a great channel. Go check him out. I love his. I love what he's doing over there. It's really nice. So, if you haven't subscribed to Vincent Flores, do it. This guy seems to always be on everything before it's something. So, and he'll talk about it, you know. He's always the first to talk about things before anyone else, and he talks about, you know, he's really loving the proof of stake coins, and he's been doing that with Bitbean, and he's got a couple that he's doing. you know. And he was the first on phyvX that I first learned from phyvX from him, you know. So, and he's starting his own rig. So yeah, go check out his channel, subscribe to him, because he's got some great information on his videos, and he'll clue you into stuff before anybody else. Lucky Coins, you know, great videos. He's been doing a lot of stuff out lately. Does a lot of Genesis mining upgrades, pretty awesome. You know, check him out, has good information. Ken Bozak, go check out his channel. He's got a great little channel. You know, he does mostly focuses on Bitcoin, but he shows you lots of stuff on Bitcoin, places to buy it, hardware, what's happening in the crypto space, you know. Talks about a lot of stuff, so go check out him. It's good information. He mostly focuses on, like I said, he mostly focuses on Bitcoin, but it's good. And guys, if you have not subscribed to the famous DJ, which he changed his name, so Cryptocurrency Edutainment, you need to check it out, man. He is put a smile on your face. He's very his videos are always have an upbeat to them and everything. Great music, and great information. So, and they've been great. He does the car videos, which are a lot of fun. Sometimes I think, you know, he's over in Europe. I think he's driving on the Autobahn, you know, doing 180 miles an hour. But anyway. So these are just a few of the people that I subscribe to and I listen to, and it's really hard. I mean, if you sit here and you look at all the people I sub to, I can't even keep up with all their videos now. So, and there's so many, and you guys need to. You can go over and you can look at my the subs, you know, who I subscribe to, and check them out and see how you like them. I'm just picking a few to give you an idea of some of the people that you really need to be watching and listening to, you know. So anyway, that's the video for this. I just mostly wanted to go over and make a video about this, you know, after watching John Crothers' video dealing with people outside of crypto. And you know, I think we need to welcome them in, invite them into crypto instead of telling them about it. I think that's the way to deal with it. To me, people are condescending to other people. Like I said, I'm not saying John is, but it's just my thoughts, you know. And check out these people. They're pretty darn awesome, you know. And that's it for today.